A key to healing our divide is difficult right now. So just telling people to have compassion doesn't work. The problem is that our views about who is right and wrong are getting in the way of compassion and healing the divide. So the real key to this is in setting aside our views and setting aside being right. The real key to healing this divide is letting go of what we think we know. It's only when we let go of what we think we know that we can be curious about the other side. Try to understand why they do what they do, why they feel the way they feel. Try to step into their world and get them. It's only when we let go of our knowing and step into not knowing that we can really see their side and feel compassion for them. Once we do that, the compassion can come and the healing can begin. Set aside what we think we know. Open to not knowing how things should be. Open to curiosity about their side. Open to feeling compassion for what they're going through. Let's connect with each other and come together. A key to healing through a difficult situation. But compassion is difficult right now. So just telling people to have compassion doesn't work. The problem is that our views about who is right and wrong are getting in the way of compassion and healing the divide. So the real key to this is in setting aside our views and setting aside being right. The real key to healing this divide is letting go of what we think we know. It's only when we let go of what we think we know that we can be curious about the other side. Try to understand why they do what they do, why they feel the way they feel. Try to step into their world and get them. It's only when we let go of our knowing and step into not knowing that we can really see their side and feel compassion for them. Once we do that, the compassion can come and the healing can begin. Set aside what we think we know. Open to not knowing how things should be. Open to curiosity about their side. Open to feeling compassion for what they are going through. Let's connect with each other and come together. Let's connect with each other and come together. Open to feeling compassion for what they are going through. Open to not knowing how things should be. Open to curiosity about their right side. Set aside what we think we know. Once we do that, the compassion can come and the healing can begin. It's only when we let go of our knowing and step into not knowing that we can really see their side and feel compassion for them. It's only when we let go of what we think we know that we can be curious about the other side. Try to understand why they do what they do, why they feel the way they feel. Try to step into their world and get them. So the real key to this in setting aside our views and setting aside being right. The real key to healing this divide is letting go of what we think we know. But compassion is difficult right now, so just telling people to have compassion doesn't work. The problem is that our views about who is right and wrong are getting in the way of compassion and healing the divide. For me, the answer lies in compassion for others in our country and in the world who are suffering, compassion for our neighbors, for people who have different views, for people who are afraid and who just want a good life, compassion for ourselves as we try to make our way through a difficult situation. So what can we do to heal this divide? We are all doing it and blaming the other side. If you don't live in the US, I'm sure you can see a similar divide in your country as well. People judging each other, angry and fearful, feeling very little understanding and compassion. The country I live in has a pretty bitter divide between many its people, and I'll admit that it often feels hopeless to me. A key to healing our divide.
A key to healing our divide. Telling people to have compassion
doesn't work.
The problem is that our views about who is right and wrong are getting in the way of compassion and healing the divide. So the real key to this is in setting aside our views and setting aside being right. The real key to healing this divide is letting go of what we think we know. It's only when we let go of what we think we know that we can be curious about the other side. Try to understand why they do what they do, why they feel the way they feel. Try to step into their world and get them. It's only when we let go of our knowing and step into not knowing that we can really see their side and feel compassion. Once we do that, the compassion can come and the healing can begin. Set aside what we think we know. Open to not knowing how things should be. Open to curiosity about their side. Open to feeling compassion for what they're going through. Let's connect with each other and come together. Waiting Through the Winter by John Hall. March is the third month. The 11th is November. One plague has been ended, but the other has new members. We wait for clearance months away while vaccines get produced. We brace for colder winter days, though the holidays seduce. Some gather into groups unsafe, rebellious, and without fear, while others hide away from all, isolated, and minds unclear. There is no perfect answer to this year of perfect storm. Sequester just a few months more and avoid the misinformed. Waiting Through the Winter by John Hall. March is the third month. The 11th is November. One plague has been ended, but the other has new members. We wait for clearance months away while vaccines get produced. We brace for colder winter days, though the holidays seduce. Some gather into groups unsafe, rebellious, and without fear, while others hide away from all, isolated, and minds unclear. There is no perfect answer to this year of perfect storm. Sequester just a few months more and avoid the misinformed. Sequester just a few months more. To this year of perfect storm. There is no perfect answer, isolated and minds unclear, while others hide away from all, rebellious and without fear. 刘静文，你这个做完了就扔笔的，脑子一定不会考100的哈。And without fear. Some gather into groups unsafe, though the holidays seduce, though the holidays seduce. We brace for colder winter days, while vaccines get produced. We wait for clearance months away, but the other has new members. One plague has been ended.
Waiting Through the Winter,
by John Hall.
March is the third month. The 11th is November. One plague has been ended, but the other has new members. We wait for clearance months away, while vaccines get produced. We brace for colder winter days, though the holidays seduce. Some gather into groups unsafe, rebellious and without fear, while others hide away from all, isolated and minds unclear. There is no perfect answer to this year of perfect storm. Sequester just a few months more, and avoid the misinformed.
Waiting Through the Winter by John Hall. March is the third month. The 11th is November. One plague has been ended, but the other has new members. We wait for clearance months away, while vaccines get produced. We brace for colder winter days, though the holidays seduce. Some gather into groups unsafe, rebellious and without fear, while others hide away from all, isolated and minds unclear. There is no perfect answer to this year of perfect storm. Sequester just a few months more and avoid the misinformed.
For millions will be far less than their usual holiday dinner. Months behind on her rent and utility bills. She has been struggling to afford formula and diapers. But there is one thing she could give up. A small Christmas tree and the trimmings to go with it. Ms. Craig spent the last $7 in her bank account on tinsel, a symbol of light in the darkness of 2020. It's my baby's first Christmas, she said. I wanted him to be able to see a Christmas tree. Although Ms. Craig, 42, lost her job as a counselor for at-risk youth through no fault of her own, she can't help blaming herself when she sees Christmas. For millions of jobless, Christmas is a season to endure, not celebrate. Even with the prospect of new federal aid, many Americans face a holiday of tough choices, trying to celebrate while dealing with pressing needs. By Nelson D. Schwartz and Gillian Friedman. Nicole Craig, an unemployed mother of two from Pittsburgh, will have no Christmas gifts for her two children, and the ham she bought with food stamps will be far less than their usual holiday dinner. Months behind on her rent and utility bills. She has been struggling to afford formula and diapers. But there is one thing she couldn't give up. A small Christmas tree and the trimmings to go with it. Ms. Craig spent the last $7 in her bank account on tinsel, a symbol of light in the darkness of 2020. It's my baby's first Christmas, she said. I wanted him to be able to see a Christmas tree. Although Ms. Craig, 42, lost her job as a counselor for at-risk youth through no fault of her own, she can't help blaming herself when she sees Christmas decorations and other reminders of the holiday she can barely celebrate. I don't even want to think about it because I feel so bad for my kids, she said. It makes me feel like such a failure. For Miss Craig and millions of other Americans who lost their jobs because of the coronavirus pandemic, this is a holiday season more to weather than to relish. To relish, with unemployment benefits running out and a forgiving job market offering few berths. This Christmas will be remembered by many for painful sacrifices, not the joy of exchanging gifts and partaking of festive meal with family. For millions of jobless, Christmas is a season to endure, not celebrate. Even with the prospect of new federal aid, many Americans face a holiday of tough choices, trying to celebrate while dealing with pressing need, by Nielsen D. Chalwers and Jaden Friedman. Nicole Craig, an unemployed mother of two from Pittsburgh, will have no Christmas gifts for her two children, and the ham she bought with food stamps will be far less than their usual holiday dinner. Months behind on her rent and utility bills, she has been struggling to afford formula and diapers. And diapers. But there is one thing she couldn't give up: a small Christmas tree and the trimming to go with it. And the trimmings to go with it. For millions of jobless, Christmas is a season to endure, not celebrate. Even with the prospect of new federal aid, many Americans face a holiday of tough choices, trying to celebrate while dealing with the pressing needs. By Nelson D. Schwartz and Jillian Bremer. Nicole Craig, an unemployed mother of two from Pittsburgh, will have no Christmas gifts for her two children, and the ham she bought with food stamps will be far less than their usual holiday dinner. Months behind on her rent and utility bills, she has been struggling to afford formula and diapers. But there is one thing she couldn't give up: a small Christmas tree and the trimmings to go with it. Ms. Craig spent the last $7 in her bank account on tinsel, a symbol of light in the darkness of 2020. It's my baby's first Christmas, she said. I wanted him to be able to see a Christmas tree. Although Ms. Craig, 42, lost her job as a counselor for at-risk youth through no fault of her own, she can't help blaming herself when she sees Christmas. For millions of jobless, Christmas is a season to endure, not celebrate. Even with the prospect of new federal aid, many Americans face a holiday of tough choices, trying to celebrate while dealing with pressing needs. By Nelson D. Schwartz and Jillian Friedman. Nicole Craig, an unemployed mother of two from Pittsburgh, will have no Christmas gifts for her two children, and the ham she bought with food stamps will be far less than their usual holiday dinner. Months behind on her rent and utility bills, she has been struggling to afford formula and diapers. But there is one thing she couldn't give up, a small Christmas tree and the trimmings to go with it. Ms. Craig spent the last $7 in her bank account on tinsel, a symbol of light in the darkness of 2020. It's my baby's first Christmas, she said. I wanted him to be able to see a Christmas tree. Although Ms. Craig, 42, lost her job as a counselor for at-risk youth through no fault of her own, she can't help blaming herself when she sees Christmas. For millions of jobless, Christmas is a season to endure, not celebrate. Even with the prospect of new federal aid, many Americans face a holiday of tough choices, trying to celebrate while dealing with pressing needs. By Nelson D. Schwartz and Jillian Friedman. Nicole Craig, an unemployed mother of two from Pittsburgh. Will have no Christmas gifts for her two children, and the ham she bought with food stamps will be far less than their usual holiday dinner. Months behind on her rent and utility bills, she has been struggling to afford formula and diapers. But there is one thing she couldn't give up, a small Christmas tree and the trimmings to go with it. Miss Craig spent the last $7 in her bank account on tinsel, a symbol of light in the darkness of 2020. It's my baby's first Christmas, she said. I wanted him to be able to see a Christmas tree. Although Miss Craig, 42, lost her job as a counselor for at-risk youth, through no fault of her own, she can't help blaming herself when she sees Christmas decorations and other reminders of the holiday. She can barely celebrate. I don't even want to think about it because I feel so bad for my kids, she said. It makes me feel like such a failure. For Miss
Craig, and millions of other Americans who lost their jobs because of coronavirus pandemic. This is a holiday season more to weather than to relish, with unemployment benefits running out and an unforgiving job. This Christmas will be remembered by many for painful sacrifice, not the joy of exchanging gifts and partaking of festive meals with family.